Yeah, we're back to Mega Man 7, which I understand not everybody out there loves as much as I do, but tough. I'm the one making the videos, and I wanted to end with a request. Shade Man. I love Shave Man, but I wasn't sure I could do him. Let's find out together. Great atmosphere. And great music. Yeah, I'm aware that you can hold down a button and have this stage begin with the music from Super Ghouls and Ghosts instead of the normal background music, but why would I want to do that? This music is actually my favorite in Mega Man 7 by quite a wide margin, and some of my favorite Mega Man music overall. In fact, it's one of the only stage themes in the game that isn't instantly forgettable, and considering the fact that I love Mega Man 7, that's really saying a lot. Yeah, I kinda miss the 8-bit soundtrack. Although this is pretty fantastic. This and Springman, really. Other than them, I could really sort of leave them behind. In this room, what you want to do is wait for the Raven to shoot first. If you do that, the bullet is very easy to avoid. If you jump first, it's possible that he's going to lead his shot, and the bullet will actually be much more difficult to avoid. For that Raven and this next one, you actually don't want to scroll them onto the screen entirely until you see them animate like that. When they animate, it means they're trying to shoot you, but because they're not actually on the screen, the bullet won't spawn. Makes it nice and easy on you, and gives you usually plenty of time to counter before they actually get a chance to get a legitimate shot off. Yeah, we're going to abuse the junk shield here, sorry about that. But the fact is that you can't actually make it this far in the game under normal circumstances without having the junk shield anyway, so I don't really feel like I'm cheating too much. Alright. Now, we are at the only difficult part of the stage. Obviously, it's a mini-boss. Yeah, you all know my history with those. Okay, I'm glad he did that, because he can't actually hit you if you stay far enough away. Fuck. You know, sometimes I really wish I was a much better shot. I think this one can actually hit you, but he didn't. I think I just need one more shot, and I'm not going to get it. Oh, wow, he is being really cooperative. Whoa! Yeah, he took some serious pity on me, and I almost blew it. You want to make sure you destroy the outside of that machine. If you wait until he opens up, you can actually destroy the inside component instead. But doing that opens up a more difficult area of the stage. You need to go there if you're going for 100% completion, and I do. Oh, he usually explodes. Oh, there he goes. If he hits the wall, he's as good as done. Very well made robot there, Wily. Oh, forgot about those guys. There we go. They're actually not that tough. You just want to make sure they don't hit you. Yeah, Shade Man is really kind of cool. They use Shade as a synonym for Shadow. They didn't name him Shadow Man for a pretty obvious reason. More or less the same reason they didn't name him Batman. This is a little more difficult. These enemies are pretty tough. But if you want to wait it out, they will actually transform back into human beings. Well, you know, the robot equivalent. Werewolves. Pretty cool. Yeah, this stage is really sort of an homage not only to Super Ghouls and Ghosts, but just to the horror genre in general. And I mean classic Hollywood horror, which is really cool that they would do that. You wouldn't really expect a game series like Mega Man to be too interested in that sort of genre. Shade Man is definitely one of my favorite robot masters, mainly because he's so unique. After a while, you obviously had your fire, wind, water, ice, explosion-based, all those kind of robot masters that you could really come to expect. But I think this is the only time they actually employed a horror theme. At least off the top of my head. Please correct me if I'm wrong. He has bass curses in this ROM. He doesn't in the re-release on the Anniversary Collection, or some other versions, I believe. Damn, was he careless. He feels so stupid to have been defeated so easily. And he must have been defeated pretty easily because Shademan's kind of a pushover. He's pondering if he should just give up. No, don't give up. Fight me later. And he really is a pain in the ass to fight later. Goodbye, Bass and Treble. We will never see you again in this series. Yeah, this is the only Robot Master stage he shows up in, so hope you enjoyed. Time to abuse a weakness. Because Shademan is actually pretty tough to do no damage if you don't. He bows. He's so noble. God, I love Shademan. If you stay close to him, he can be fairly easy to avoid. But not always. We'll see how that actually goes. His weakness is the Wild Coil. And if you do that, you can kind of trap him in a loop where he doesn't make it to the top of the stage anymore. It's worth doing if you can, and I can't always, but I'm having a bit of luck now. Because once he's up there, he sure takes a long time to get his ass back down. Maybe we're gonna do this. Okay. That's more luck than I've ever had with him before doing that. And Shademan is down. And because of that, we have another Robot Master from Mega Man 7 out of here. And because I forgot to say it last time, don't the shots from the Mega Buster in this game look a lot like ping pong balls? Just an observation. And not a very good one. Ah, the piercing shriek of Mega Man's text. Isn't that just music to your ears? With that, we get the Noise Crush, which really should be a much cooler weapon than it is. It rebounds off of walls, and if you hit it with your body, you can actually absorb it and then send out a more powerful burst. Unfortunately, it's not all that useful. Kind of disappointing, although there is a glitch that you can use on at least 2 Robot Masters, where if you fire it as soon as you walk through their gates, it'll actually bounce off the walls and kill them instantly. Yeah. But beyond that, not much to say. And another one down from Mega Man 7. This one was a little manic. And I mean manic in the dictionary version of the term. The reason I say that is because first I expected that I wouldn't be able to do this stage no damage. Then somebody suggested it in the comments, I forget who, or I'd gladly give you a shout out. So I went back and gave it a shot, and then I figured, yes, I can do this, and actually I'll probably end up with no outtakes. And then I actually sat down to record it. So yeah, I was all over the map on this one. Before I get too far, I will say that I am aware that by holding down a certain button, I do forget which, but I have done it before, you can actually get the background music in this stage to replicate the background music from Super Ghouls and Ghosts. But why would I want to do that? Or that? Okay, the only real trouble spot in this stage is in here. Surprise, surprise, it's a mini-boss. You all know how I feel about them. Ah! Feelings haven't changed. This stage actually has the best background music in the game, if you ask me. I don't want to miss out on that. Ah. If they do hit you, they mock you. Kind of like the miners when they return in Mega Man X. Junk Shield, I used to like you. Oh, come on. Ah! What you want to do here is let the Raven shoot first. If you do that, you can usually take him out before he gets to shoot a second time. There, you don't want to scroll him onto the screen until you see him animate. When he animates, it means he's trying to shoot you. Because he's not totally on the screen, he can't succeed, but he still has to reset from the animation. In fact, it's one of the very few memorable tracks from Mega Man 7, for my money. And I love Mega Man 7, so it really kind of means a lot for me to say that. Fuck hell! Alright, we're through to really the only difficult part of the game. Or the stage, rather. Yeah, it's a mini-boss. We all know my history with these. And my history with being a really poor shot. Ah! Great atmosphere. Great music. Yes, I'm aware that you can hold down a button and have this stage... Fuck! Well, before we look at my expectations for this level, let's take a look at the board. Because yeah, we actually completed another game's worth of Robot Masters. Gotta be honest, I'm pretty impressed, and I do think that this is a much more impressive board than we had the first time around. Okay, we still have a few pretty weak Robot Masters here, but we can do better. Yeah, when I started this series, I wasn't sure that I'd be able to complete a single board. Now I've done 2. And you know what? I don't really feel like stopping. So I think we're going to go for at least 3. I do thank everybody out there for watching. This was a great deal of fun. With the notable exception of our friend in the upper left. That bastard. But yeah, sorry, Shademan. Shademan was a really bizarre case. I didn't really know what to make of him. I didn't know if I could do him. I thought he'd be terrible, then I thought he'd be easy. When I really sat down and pressed record, I thought, at that point, that it would take me 3 attempts before I had a successful, no-damage run on video. And I really thought all of those would just be the pumpkin. In reality, it took me 10 attempts. 10 attempts. I feel kind of embarrassed about that, to be honest. But I guess we did have to end on something at least somewhat tricky. Last time around we had Top Man, and that was just the cat. This time around the outtakes were spread a little more evenly over the stage, I think. But I don't want to start rambling. It was a fun one. It was a great one. I'm glad I got to do it. I love Mega Man 7, and this was my favorite Robot Master from Mega Man 7. The only question, I guess, is where do we go from here? Well, I think I already know. Bomb Man, you gave me a really hard time coming right at the end of that first completed board, but at this point, I think I'm a much better player. So that's right. Tune in next time, because we're going right back to Mega Man 1 just to see how much we improved. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you continue to enjoy.